Hey guys, I have another Death Trap Rogue video for you. This build is getting quite popular right now because many streamers and bigger content creators also started to realize that this might be the most broken build this season. Of course, we Rogue mains knew before, but whatever. So I guess more players will start to also run this build because it's very fun, very powerful. It's just, yeah, the best build probably in this season. And for that reason, I have prepared something special for you. As you could probably already read in the thumbnail or title, I have a cheat sheet for you today that might solve some of the issues that might occur during making this build and trying to get it to work. So even though this build is very powerful, and what you can see right now is basically the best variant of this build, the best setup. So here we have the overpowered Death Trap variant, which basically overpowers with every Death Trap cast. And this leads into this massive overpower damage. And in order to achieve this, you will need at least 275 energy. And this can be quite difficult task in the beginning of the game especially. I already have made a guide a few days ago where I shared with you my strategies that I also use in order to achieve this goal quite easily, but it's still not too easy and you might have some trouble achieving this. So for that reason I prepared a planner or like a calculator where you can estimate the amount of total energy that you will have after the total combination of all of your items and your aspect and elixir and all that stuff that you need in order to reach this 275 energy. So if you really want to play this variant here with the overpower variant, where you overpower with every Death Trap hit, then I think this tool will be very helpful for you. So let's just jump into the game. For everyone who's very new to this build and have no idea, I just want to go very quickly over the most important gear slots. So besides the core uniques that you will also need in order to play this build, like the Scoundrel's Leathers, the Banished Lord Talisman, and the Ice in the Dark, the most important items for this overpower variant are your helmet and your beastful boots, because only on these two item slots you can roll the maximum resource affix. So here you can see I have 43 maximum resource on my beastful boots and I have 33 maximum resource on my helmet. And together with my galvanized slashers aspect, which also gives me 26 max energy, and then I also use elixir of resourcefulness, and all of these things together give me 294 total energy, but actually it's not entirely correct because I have 295 total energy. So I don't know, sometimes the game just rounds this down, but this is like the true number in my opinion. So I have 295 maximum energy, and this allows me to overpower with basically every Death Trap hit. After I have reached my 10 momentum stacks. Sometimes you will see yellow numbers as well, but this is coming from the grenade aspects. So we have like many aspects that drop stun grenades and they also deal damage, so don't be confused there. There will also be some white and yellow numbers as well, but this is not a Death Trap. So I have achieved my goal of having at least 275 max energy. And now I will show you the tool that might help you to also get to this goal. So this is my cheat sheet. This is my energy calculator for Death Trap Rogue. And I really try to keep it as simple as possible for you guys, so you just don't have to think too much and just keep it very simple. All you have to do is basically type in the base numbers, so the base values of your Beastful Boot and Helmet item. And then you have to check if you have 1 masterwork, 2 masterwork, 3 masterwork, and if you have a greater affix. So that's basically all. So in my case, for example, I have Beastful Boots with a greater affix, and because they are already processed, I can't tell right now what's the base value, but for that reason, there are certain strategies, let's say, how you can find out the value. So you just need to find out the base value, which is here. So you can see the Beastful Boots without any masterworking, without any crafting process, have 32 maximum resource with a greater affix. So for that reason, in my calculator, in my cheat sheet, I typed in the value 32. This is the base value. And then, very important, if you have a greater affix, you need to check this. If you keep this unchecked, then the values will be different and wrong. So Just be careful with the checkboxes here. But there's also a trick. So for example, also my helmet here is already processed, already masterworked, and I want to know what is the base value of this helmet. Then you can use this trick of going to the Diablo.com or Diablo.trade website. This is like the kind of official trading website for Diablo. And here you can just filter for some items. So here I have filtered for helmets, like legendary helmets. And here I have selected the maximum resource greater FX. And then on this trading website you can see some random helmets. And now you see that the base value of maximum resource greater FX is 24 on the helmet. So just in case if you already started processing the items, you don't want to reset them, you can also use this little trick to find out the base values of your items. So here 24 is the base for greater FX, and that's why I have 24 on my helmet as well. So yeah, then I have one masterwork crit on each of my items here. So I have one crit on the helmet and one crit on my boots. And for that reason I have checked this box here with one masterwork crit. If you would have 2, then you select 2. If you would have 3, you select 3. I hope you get the idea here. So yeah, this is the first step. You just fill out those base values and check the boxes that are relevant for your setup. And then all you have to do is select if you use the elixir or not. In 99% of the time you will use the elixir, otherwise it's very difficult to reach this threshold of 275 energy. So most likely you will keep this checked. And the last thing you have to do is you have to type in the value for your slasher aspect. So if you also use the galvanized slasher on your ring, then you just have to check for your value. In my case it's 26. So for that reason it's 26. And if you would not use it at all, you can just type in 0 or you can just delete it, doesn't matter. But then you can see for my setup, for example, I would not be able to overpower with every hit because I would have below 275 energy. So in my case, I really need this aspect. So I have 26 and now it works. And yeah, that's basically it. Here you will see in the green numbers, so the total momentum buff numbers, because we are playing with momentum. This also increases our total energy. In case you didn't know, here momentum gives you some stacks, which also increase the energy. And for that reason, this is like the total number that you can see. So here you have 295, and this is the exact same energy number value that I showed you before. Okay, right now it's below because my elixir is not working anymore, but now you can see here with the elixir activated, it goes, it goes up to 295 again. So I have tested it many times, it's very accurate. The numbers are very, very accurate. And then it will also show you overpower with every hit, and it will have this green color. If it would be like 270, so below, then it would be not green, and there will not appear any text here. Then also another thing, you can see I have 2 boxes here. So this is simply for 2 setups. One is 12 out of 12 masterwork, and the checkbox, or sorry, the box below is 8 out of 12 masterwork. So right now, all of my items are at maximum 8 out of 12 masterwork. So you can see here, both Beastful Boots and my helmet are 8 out of 12. So for that reason, I will focus on this box here. And this box just shows me how my values would change if I would upgrade my gear and I would masterwork further to 12 out of 12. So then you can see I would get like 7 more max energy. But in my case it works even with 8 out of 12, so I'm good to go here. And I want to show you one last thing. Sometimes the numbers, the values will be 275 like here, but it will not appear in the green color and you will see no overpower with every hit text. The reason for that is that sometimes the numbers are a bit or slightly different. So here you can see it's actually 274.6 instead of 275. And what the game will do in this case is it will kind of round down the value, so it will not work this way. I also had the case in my first setup, I had 274 energy, so I was exactly 1 energy short of overpowering with every hit. So for that reason, to be sure that you overpower with every hit, you will need to have this text here. So here you can see the text appears that I will overpower, and the value is in the green color. And if it's not in the green color, then it will not work. So don't pay attention too much to the value here. Sometimes it's slightly less than 275, and you need to be very exact here in order to make this work. So just pay attention to the text and the green color. Okay, so yeah, that's basically it. I really hope you got the idea. It's not too difficult to understand. Yeah, this way you can just experiment with your setup. So if you have like a slasher aspect which is only 20, and you don't have a greater FX on your beastful boots, you only have like, you have found some boots with 18, then you will see, okay, I did notice this was just random numbers here, but this is a very good example, because here you can see you are again 1 energy short. So this is even the 12 out of 12 masterwork setup. But if your beastful boots would have only 18 base energy, and you would only crit it 1 time, then you would be 1 energy short. But of course you can also make like 2 masterwork crits, and then you will see, okay, with 2 masterwork crits at 18 base, this will work, and I will overpower with every hit. So yeah. I hope you got the idea. You can just type in the values, try out different values, try out different setups. So let me go quickly back to my setup so I don't forget it. Okay, and yeah, I guess that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this tool will help you with this build. And yeah, I hope you have a nice day, guys. I see you in the next one. Have a nice day, and bye bye.